Here's more rituals and habits that make your stress and anxiety go crazy. So, we're going to talk about 4 things. In a previous video, we talked about why we can't get done what we need to get done in a day and all the things that come with that. So, we're going to briefly go over 4 things because it all starts with how your morning starts. If your morning doesn't start on the right path, that's how this whole hamster wheel starts. So, number 1, social media doom scrolling. Social media doom scrolling. You wake up first thing in the morning, you just start to distract yourself, and you start to overwhelm yourself with all this, virtual bullshit that has nothing to do with your life, and you start to allow it all to come in. It's going to invoke different emotions. It's going to make you think about things that you really don't need to be thinking about. And realistically, your mind's already going 900 miles a minute as it is, and that's what we're trying to stop. So why add to that? That makes no sense. Number 2 is what I call the wake and quake. Everybody knows what a wake and bake is, but let's talk about the wake and quake. The wake and quake is when you wake up in the morning and you immediately start to think about all the things that you should have said, should have talked about, whether it's in your past or what's going to happen in the future. Anxiety and panic disorder, stress disorders, it's all worrisome future and guilty past. Brass tacks, that's exactly what it is. So the wake and quake is when you start to think about all of the things that need to be said, and you start to have conversations in your mind with people that you will be talking to in the future, or people that you should have said shit to in the fucking past. You didn't do it, okay? You can't go back there and do that. Yes, you can plan for the future, but those things will negatively impact you because you're having conversations that are not going to help. Yes, you are taking the time in some way, I guess, to prepare yourself, but what are you really doing besides invoking all these emotions and making your body react in real time? Your body is going to react in real time as if you're having that conversation. Your adrenaline levels are going to go up, your cortisol levels are going to go up, you're going to start losing sodium lactate, you're immediately losing potassium and B12 vitamins. Stop it. Fucking quit. Number 3 is you go to immediately you go to your coping mechanisms first thing in the morning. There should be things that you do to help yourself, but if you're going to your negative coping strategies or things that you do, the wake and bake, right? Okay, I understand that for medicinal purposes, great, whatever. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it because I really don't have much of an opinion on that. But going immediately to those things, you're starting off your day with your ace in the hole, whatever your coping mechanism is. You don't want to start your day out that way. And then lastly, it's allowing that overwhelm and not bucketing off what you need to do in a day. You need to put each and every one of these things into a bucket. And like I said, we're going to talk about that next. We're going to talk about how are we going to compartmentalize and make your day go a hell of a lot smoother. So, like and follow because there's another video coming right after this. So stay tuned.